Do you know that if McDonald's starts utilizing Bitcoin for you to buy your McNuggets on the drive-thru, by the time it happens, Bitcoin will be worth $100,000 per single coin. It'll be almost impossible to own because it costs as more than a car, as close to as much as a property. Welcome back to Family Invest. My name is Alex Go, and today's goal is to encourage everybody to start buying Bitcoin, to own these cryptocurrencies. As we live in a world today where low interest rate climate and we're recovering from COVID-19 and everything is getting more and more expensive due to inflation and also high debt, and cryptocurrency will be the only way to hedge, to protect, to cover us to all this turmoil for the next 5, 6, 7 years. And Bitcoin has caught the attention through Tesla. We potentially could buy a Tesla car using Bitcoin as a transaction. This is opening up doors to other companies potentially jumping on a bandwagon. For example, Apple was rumoring to be using Apple Pay and Bitcoin as part of their process and potentially buying more Bitcoin. But they're keeping it really hush. Maybe it's a rumor from Reddit that we don't really know. If you don't start buying your Bitcoin, you'll be too late in the game. And don't even think about the crash back to $20,000 because it ain't going to happen again. I released this video yesterday. I set my buy trigger of $39,000 and also $37,000. And everybody's discussing on my Discord and also my private Patreon saying, Alex, is it a bit too low? So I'm thinking about it. I said, yeah, it's a bit too low. But because I already own Bitcoin, the next time I would like to average down is towards the $39,000 mark. Because when I owned Bitcoin, it was around about $29,000 to $25,000. So I like to buy in when it's cheaper. But then again, looking at the momentum, looking at everybody trying to buy Bitcoin just now, it's not just Tesla. Tesla never cost all the way to nearing 50K just now. It's all these people buying in. Lots of hedge fund managers, lots of personal investors, lots of mom and pops are starting to buy Bitcoin because in 2021, it's far easier to buy Bitcoin compared to 2017. 2017, the brokers were not reliable. The registration process was not reliable. There was no regulation against it. But now we live in a day where you've got Coinbase, eToro, you've got Binance, you've got Cash App. It's easy to just click, open an account, buy Bitcoin on the very spot. So it's easy to buy cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin alone. Buy trigger of 39.37 is good as a guidance, but do not stop yourself buying Bitcoin if you can afford it. Because at the end of the day, buying Bitcoin should be stapled to a percentage of your portfolio. For example, you own a £10,000 portfolio, you should put at least 3 to 5% in cryptocurrency. It could be Bitcoin, it could be Ethereum. Okay, 3 to 5% is £300 to £500. So buy, average down. It's one of those to hold long term. You're not there to trade or sell because the other ways to own Bitcoin, okay, you do not necessarily have to open a wallet, open a ledger, try to buy Bitcoin itself. You could, if you own Square and PayPal, you are essentially owning Bitcoins because Square and PayPal own lots of Bitcoin for transactional purposes. And if Bitcoin gets more expensive, more revenue, more generated revenue, their share price for these two companies will go up as high as Bitcoin goes up. If they go down, similar would happen. The second one that you can own is Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. So it's basically a trust. People like it, higher fees, but fund managers likes it on their ETF or on their fund simply because you don't necessarily have to own security keys or any hardware wallets or any management of these coins transferring up and down that you potentially could lose. And lastly, the ones like Bitcoin miners, which have simply 10x in the last 4 months, is Riot and Argo, the most popular one. Argo blockchain, Riot blockchain, they have gone 10x because of their phenomenal growth in Bitcoin. And they are not here to stop. The more Bitcoin they own, the more Bitcoin they mine, the more capital they inject into the company, the more they can expand and the more they can grow. In the next part, I want to speak about wallets and brokers. People are talking about which wallet, which broker. The most popular one, the two most popular one that people speak about is Binance and also Coinbase. And the third in line is Cash App. And there are many more out there like Kraken, like Crypto.com that you can own. But at the end of the day, you should use one that it's user-friendly, that you can understand. And secondly, there's a customer service that you can pick up the phone and call. For example, today I want to resurrect my Revolut account so they can buy cryptocurrency on the cheap. And guess what? I forgot my password. There's no customer service to call. And I locked myself out. And imagine I had one single Bitcoin there. I'll be kicking myself. But I'm glad it's zero in the account. So just be aware. Use something that you can use and it's reliable and also good customer service that you can pick up the call. Don't wait. Go buy some. Just wait for the dip because you're not buying it as a stock. You're buying it as a commodity they own. It's like buying gold. It's buying silver, buying platinum. Put something to your name. You know, you could easily spend a couple £100, a couple £1,000 on something silly like a car or a shoe or a bag, but buying this cryptocurrency, potentially it could be your down payment for your property, or it could be a down payment for you going to university next time in the future, or it could be a down payment for your business opening. Who knows? Because Bitcoin will be surging towards £100,000 perhaps this year, next year, or the year after. But once transactional process comes in, Bitcoin will be flying, and by the time you'll be regretting not doing it yesterday, today, or tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed that video.
Please like the video and please subscribe to the channel.
And hope to see you soon. Bye.
Bye.